right, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the party. Today is Wednesday, or Thanksgiving Eve, as some people call it. Really, no one calls it that. This is episode 780-ish. Hold on. It's on the Chiron. This is episode of Simply Cyber's Daily Cyber Threat Brief. I am your host, Dr. Gerald Auger, and over the next hour, me, you, DJ Bisek behind the glass, Casually Joseph, Chris Whitlock. It is episode 780. Brent B. in the upstate, Jenny Housley, mod team, UPs like Pamela, Tom Bishop, guys, Charles K. Augusta Delgado, so many wonderful people. We're going to go around the world in a hot minute, believe that. And all of us, including myself, are going to be shredding the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis on each of those stories on what it means to you as a practitioner. So how can you use this information to drive cyber risk reduction for your business stakeholders? Believe that. And if you're a one-person shop, we're still workshopping that hashtag. But if you're a one-person shop, let us know in chat that, basically Simply Cyber, we're here to be your co-workers effectively. So don't be shy. Don't feel you have to go it alone. It's all about community up in this piece. And finally, my friends, if you're looking to break into the industry, you're on your way there. And I'm telling you right now, the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast is going to be an ally in that experience. You're going to be asked in any job interview, how do you stay current? Ding, ding, ding. Right there, the Daily Cyber Threat Brief podcast is a phenomenal answer. On top of that, the networking is amazing. So say good morning to the hashtag Team SC community. Nerman's in the house. Good morning, Nerman. How's the new gig going? Nerman recently scooped up a job probably like a month or two ago. Always wondering how the new work's going. Guys, we got a great show for you. It is Worldwide Wednesday, so in about, I'd say 8 minutes, we are going to demonstrate live just how amazing this community is, the inclusion, the diversity. Whoa. Mofoda, woohoo, first time and on time. Welcome to the party, pal. How do I not have that sound effect on my soundboard right now? Hold on. Give me a second. This is unacceptable. I need to correct this ASAP. Here we go.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yes, welcome. There we go.
Welcome to the party, pal.
There we go. All right. Love it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for by the way, the super chat.
We just become best friends. Yep.
All right, guys. Hey, I want you to know I don't prep a research for any of these shows. So I want you to know I'm coming at you hot. Like I just drove in on the, like if I was in California, if I just drove up the 201 or the 404 to the 117, base case right now is rolling in bed, having nightmares with me saying these things. Listen, I'm simulating like we just got to work together and that's what's up. That way I don't want to be a poser and be like, oh, look at me. Look at what I know. No, we ain't doing that up in this piece. I got a full cup of coffee. Holler. I've got an apple fritter, which I will nibble on during ad rolls. And finally, I do want to give a quick little hey, how you doing before we talk about the stream sponsors. Space Tacos, GRC Mafia. Can we just for a second? Yoink. Guys, the GRC Mafia is coming at you in full effect. If you didn't know, now you know. Check this hotness out. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong camera angle. There we go. Yeah, look at this. Woo! Look at little Simply Cyber action. The GRC Mafia. We're starting to get repped. We're coming for you. All right, check it out. We got another super chat coming in hot. James McQuiggan at 35,000 feet with the super chat.
Become best friends. Yep.
Thank you, James McQuiggan. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving Eve, Team SC. Thankful for all you do, this amazing community, and a special thanks to Jerry. Coffee cup cheers, James McQuiggan. I'll coffee cup cheers you too. Fun fact, first sip, by the way. Oh, nailed it. That cup of coffee is phenomenal today. Hey, Space Tacos with the super chat.
Just become best friends.
Happy Turkey Week, GRC Mafia, GRC Nerd Herd. Love it. All right, hey, the stream is this stream, I'm a hot mess express, y'all. This stream is presented by several partners who enable me to bring this hotness, this heat to you every single day. starting with Barricade Cyber Solutions. Guys, Barricade Cyber Solutions is absolutely dedicated to helping businesses from cyber attacks and recover from the damage done. Cyber attacks can cause massive issues for businesses and send dedicated, hardworking business owners into turmoil. But guess what? Barricade Cyber Solutions knows how to mitigate the damage done by cyber incidents. Believe that. Check them out at barricadecyber.com. Links in the description below. They can help you with containment, eradication, recovery. They're kind of a full-service suite on digital forensics and incident response. Go to barricadecyber.com and check them out. Also want to say holler at Threat Locker. Let's get Threat Locker. 30 seconds, and we'll be right back, where I'm going to tell you how this show, in addition to being entertaining, because I'm up here dancing, it also solves your CPE problems. Back in 30. Cyber Threat Brief sponsor Threat Locker. Do zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Worry no more. You can harden your security with Threat Locker. Worldwide, companies like JetBlue trust Threat Locker to secure their data and keep their business operations flying high. Threat Locker takes a deny-by-default approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation is fully supported by their US-based Cyber Heroes support team. Get a free 30-day trial and learn more about how Threat Locker can help prevent ransomware and ensure compliance. Visit threatlocker.com. All right. Yep. Good. Thank you, Threat Locker. Thank you, mod team, for calling me out. Guys, we got the whole mod crew in chat. Casually Joseph, DJ BSEC. As always, Justin Gold, Chris Whitlock, Jenny Housley. I'm sure Kimberly's on the lanai somewhere. There she is. I am jamming a fritter in my grill. Guys, so excited. Every single episode of the Daily Cyber Threat Brief, including episode 780 like this one, is worth half the CPE. So say what's up in chat, grab a screenshot, file it away, and once a year, count the screenshots, divide by 2. That's how you become a winner, chicken dinner. Now, I do want to say, if you're a regular here, please drop a hashtag TeamSC in chat. That's an easy thing to drop in chat and grab a screenshot of. And if it's your first episode, we love, just like Mo Photo earlier, hashtag first timer in chat. We do the hashtag first timer in chat because we like to welcome our newcomers. Pamela up in the UP and gifted squad memberships.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Thank you, Pamela. Very, very nice. Appreciate it. Chuck Sapp coming in hard. Chuck Sapp with a super chat.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Just because everyone else is doing it. Shout out to those educating family and friends tomorrow around the turkey. That's right. Try to keep it apolitical. Speaking from experience. All right, y'all. God, hey guys, great vibes today on the channel. I'm super excited. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think it's that time. DJ, crank up that music. Oh, yeah. Here it comes. And we are going to be going around the world. Now, listen, really quickly before we go around the world, I want you to know that Worldwide Wednesday, what we're about to do, is presented by ACI Learning, the international online training solution that professionals in audit, cyber, and IT turn to for binge-worthy content. Use promo code Auger30 to get 30% off your first month or first year. 7,000 hours of video content. I'll drop a link in chat, but this is for Simply Cyber listeners only. All right, get 30% off with Auger30. There we go. And they sponsor this segment, which allows us to have a good time. All right, now, hey, I do want to give a quick shout out to DJ BSEC, who's always pushing the production value. He brought this to us just earlier this morning. We've got the world. It's like literally around the world now. This is what we're doing up in here. All right, so I'm going to turn the music up, guys. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Let me know where you're at. Let's see if we can go around the world, shall we? All right, where are you at? Drop it in chat. Let me know. Here we go. Texas. Kerry's always the first one representing. Good morning, America. You are online. More Texas. Noise. Pew, pew. All right, here we go. Coming in from the PR, Puerto Rico with FedEx. Tom Bishop, the boot. North Kakalaki. Zach Morrison's on the North Carolina space. Cali, baby, getting up early. B is in South Africa, bringing Africa online. What's up, Colorado? What's up, Virginia? Yo, Queens. Dirty Jers in the house. What's up, Florida? Cali, baby. The Triangle. Romania, Dragos. I'll be in Romania in May, friend. Coming down to Florida. Brooklyn. BK to the fullest. What? Whale is in London. Way to go. Pip, pip, and all that. Tanzania. I'm going to need help on Tanzania. I feel like I got it. Ooh, I found Tanzania. Illinois. Chi-Town. What's up, Wisconsin? Hotlanta. I'll be in Hotlanta next week, Alicia. What up? Come on, Boston. Angel is in Beantown, Iowa. Canada. All right, bring it on, Canada. Let's go, guys. Where's Asia? Where's South America? On cue, Raman brings Bangladesh online, and Asia is effectively here now. Thank you, Raman, for the Bangladesh. Triple D, the Philippines, as always, super consistent. Triple D. Luke Canfield, West Virginia. Switzerland, Ills. Where is Switzerland? Latvia, Estonia. Where's Switzerland? I thought I knew Switzerland. Isn't Switzerland near, like, Germany? There it is. We got Switzerland online. What's up? Israel. I'm getting yelled at. Israel. Perfect. Boink. Middle East is online. Ooh, Jenny Housley said she saw Australia and Spain. Look at us, guys. We are full on going hard today. Nice. What else? DR's in the house. Leo Nunez knows what's cracking. Can we get DR? I might have to zoom in on this. There's the DR. Right there, Leo. Boom. All right, here we go. All right, Ethiopia. Very nice. All right. We'll let the last just couple stragglers click in here. We got about 15-second delay between me and you. Philly, Mara Levy. I love it. Fly, Eagles, fly, right? It's B-Sides Romania, Dragos. B-Sides Romania. I think it's May 9th or 10th, like whatever that is. Malta. Ooh, Malta. Little Malta in there, right there. It's very hard to click on. All right, I got good news and I got bad news, everybody. The bad news is I can't click on. Oh, there's Malta. All right, so the good news and the bad news. The good news is we got some new countries that we haven't gotten before. Malta's new. I don't remember Romania ever being online before, so we just crushed it. Poland. But the bad news is I didn't see any South America. Did anyone see South America? Andres typically brings Colombia in. We've had Brazil many times. I just really, before I click off this, I just want to double check, just because on Thanksgiving Eve, you give an extra minute to Worldwide Wednesday. Somalia. All right. There you go, Somalia. Thank you. We got some more Africa in here. All right. I guess we didn't do it. Wah, wah, wah. All right. So, hey, good job, everybody. We almost went around the world. North America, Central America, heavy European presence today. Some Africa situation. Asia's representing. Australia coming in hot. They've been kind of lacking the last couple weeks. And Israel, small but mighty, bringing Middle East online. Great job, everybody. Next week, we'll see if we can get South America woke up and ready to rock and roll. Really quickly, Tommy Flynn, longtime listener, first-time chatter. Indiana represent. Tommy Flynn, welcome to the chat party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I love it. All right, well, let's get this earth stop spinning down here. And let's get this here. And guys, let's let the cool sounds of the hot news wash over us in an awesome way. I'll see you guys at the mid-roll.
From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
The These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. I'm Sean Kelly. Interpol takes down over 1,000 cybercrime suspects in Africa. Interpol announced Tuesday that authorities have arrested 1,006 cybercrime suspects in Africa during a massive joint operation called Operation Serengeti. The operation ran from September 2nd to October 31st across 19 African countries, targeting cybercriminals involved in ransomware, business email compromise, digital extortion, and online scams. Interpol identified 35,000 victims linked to nearly $193 million in losses worldwide. Operation Serengeti is a huge upgrade from Interpol's previous cybercrime efforts in Africa, which led to just 25 arrests over the past 2 years.
First of all,
Regulators! Mount up. It was a
okay, hey, Sean Kelly's in chat, so I believe that's the voice we're listening to. A couple of things here. One, Interpol, I love you. Dude, I might be wearing a GRC Mafia shirt, but like secretly, I want an Interpol shirt and not the band. Like, I just love international law enforcement kicking massive butt. Dude, 35,000 victims, $193 million in crime, 1,000 arrests. Yes, sir. That is dismantling organized crime. Now, I do want to point out one thing that's kind of wild right off the rip. This was a 2-month operation. I don't know much about law enforcement, but that feels really quick for coordinating and executing a takedown of 1,006 criminals. That's kind of nuts, man. I also want to point out that based on what I've seen, let me give you my full face here. Based on what I've seen, it doesn't in this story, it doesn't say where they were necessarily attacking or the takedowns were going, but I will say Nigeria has been like a significant uptick in like technology and education to the citizens around technology use. And while there's probably a ton of citizens that are using it for good, obviously when you introduce stuff like that, a certain demographic is going to, fall on the side of crime. So there's been an uptick there. Ghana, the country of Ghana, there was an ABC News report a couple years ago about how Ghana is like really getting bananas into romance scams and like organized romance scams and like having playbooks and teaching their citizens, like these like villages are, that the senior person in the village perfects it and then teaches it like a trade to the younger people in the community, and then they share tips, tricks, and techniques. It's like a full industry going down there. So I know that it's been growing. I don't know, like obviously like Johannesburg in South Africa is a bit more developed. There's places in like Morocco that are a bit more developed. So I wish it said where it was. At the end of the day, this is not anything for you and I to do different at work today. Like you don't show up to work on Wednesday and see this story and you're like, stop everything. We got to get to the bottom of this. This is just like great news. Thank you, law enforcement. And by the way, whoever gets to name the operations, this was Operation Serengeti. That's so bad A, like super bad A, right? Super BA. I want to be on Operation Serengeti. I get stuck with like Operation Speak and Spell. You know what I mean? They're like, here's some crayons, like go. And I'm like, I want to be on Operation like, Leviathan or something cool.
Starbucks and UK grocers impacted by supply chain attack. A ransomware attack over the weekend on supply chain management software provider Blue Yonder, a division of Panasonic, has impacted operations at numerous companies in the US and the UK. Starbucks reported difficulties managing employee schedules and processing payroll, causing some locations to resort to manually calculating employee pay. The attack also affected several major UK supermarket chains, including Morrison's, who said its produce warehouse management systems were disrupted, while Sainsbury's acknowledged a temporary impact on its operations. Blue Yonder continues to grapple with restoring its services, and it's unclear whether any customer data has been compromised.
All right. And all the Marines all the Marines in chat, all the U.S. Marines, calm down. I know I mentioned crayons and you guys get all frothed up. I'm joking. I come from a Marine Corps family, so I feel okay saying that. Really quick, this story, actually, Eric Taylor broke this story live on air yesterday. So we had an inside scoop on this one. But confirmed ransomware. They don't know what threat actor it is. But a large grocer chain and Starbucks somehow impacted. What I would say is when I see something like this, where two different businesses are impacted, it immediately makes me think that there's some upstream infrastructure business that's actually impacted, right? So think of like Snowflake or a credit like Terramark or one of these or Amazon, like whatever, because if it was the UK grocer only, you'd be like, oh, okay, like maybe someone got into their environment and screwed up their systems. But when it's two large brands, you'd almost think that there's some type of back end thing. Oh, what an idiot. I'm an idiot.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Okay, so I don't prep or research for these stories, okay? I thought Blue Yonder was the actual UK grocer. But as I just said, this just affirms what I was saying. Blue Yonder is a supply chain management software company. So honestly, if the grocer and Starbucks are impacted, I promise you there are other businesses that are just not big enough to be in the lead headline that are absolutely impacted by this. This is no different, frankly, than when the car dealership thing, the CDK, and all the car dealerships in the US were down. It wasn't the car dealerships. It wasn't like Chevy got hit. It was the upstream software supplier. Starbucks is having trouble processing payroll, employee schedules. That kind of sucks, but I do feel like Starbucks has been around long enough to kind of have like it figured out on solutioning that. Let's see. Yeah, you can see here. This Blue Yonder has a clientele of over 3,000 customers. So it is possible that if you're an MSP, it's possible that one of your clients or businesses could be impacted downstream by this thing. It all depends on how much in bed you are with Blue Yonder for your critical infrastructure of running your business operations, right? It says the identity of the ransomware perpetrators is not known at this time. That will come out. There's no reason that a ransomware threat actor would want to remain anonymous, anonymous in the threat actor group. They do want to remain anonymous as individual humans, but it's good pub for ransomware threat actors, because if they get paid and it comes out that Flaming Donkey ransomware group is the one who did this major attack, the next person that Flaming Donkey ransomware group attacks will be able to Google it and be like, holy crap, these guys are super legit. We are screwed if we don't pay, right? So it's good for their image to be known as the ones who committed those crimes, right? It's a double-edged sword, though, right? Because then if you do that, then it's like the wet bandits from Home Alone. Like if you do that, then every crime, when you do get arrested, they can pin every crime that you did commit on you. And shout out to Marv and Harry, the wet bandits, aka the sticky bandits. This is coming in right now. DJ BSEC is dropping the client list for Blue Yonder. So these are businesses that may be impacted by this ransomware threat actor. Ooh, Bic, Bear, Carlsberg. Geez, DHL. Ooh, yeah, this is bad. Gap. All right. Gap. I know many like Dan Reardon's in chat want to say Baby Gap. This is pretty interesting. And guys, you can't control third-party risk very easily, okay? But this is the risk you take when you basically diversify your infrastructure into other businesses that you have no control over.
Hacker and Snowflake extortions may be a U.S. soldier. 2 weeks ago on Cybersecurity Headlines, we brought to you news of indictments brought against 2 Snowflake breach suspects. A third unidentified suspect and prolific hacker known as Kyber Phantom continues to publicly extort victims. Kyber Phantom posted a threatening message following the arrests of the other 2 Snowflake breach suspects, saying, quote, "You don't think we have plans in the event of an arrest? Think again," end quote. The same day, Kyber Phantom posted what they claimed was a data schema from the U.S. National Security Agency. The NSA has not yet responded to requests for comment. A careful review of Kyber Phantom's identities on cybercrime forums and Telegram and Discord channels suggests the threat actor may be a U.S. soldier who is or was recently stationed in South Korea. However, Kyber Phantom told Krebs on Security that the U.S. Army persona was just a ruse and also stated, quote, "I literally can't get caught," end quote, but declined to say why.
Okay. So I will say normally don't poke the bear. But if this third hacker says, I can't get hacked, I can't get caught, I'm untouchable, that's fine. Law enforcement isn't going to go have an uptick in investigation if someone's being arrogant. That it's the other way around though. If you're a CISO and you're arrogant that your systems are unhackable, then you will get the ire of the threat actor and hacker community, and they will come after you. But in this case, this guy being like, whatever, I do want to say that there was one small mistake that this individual did, and whatever, go on with you, be arrogant, do what you want. But there's one thing that they did here that's problematic. It sounds like, they may have data from the NSA, the National Security Agency in the United States. To me, that's the mistake. Like I said before, like the U.S. government's intelligence capability is unbelievable. Unbelievable. If they want to find someone, they will find them, and they will find them quickly if they want to. The thing is, it has to rise to a level of importance for the U.S. government to turn their attention at it. When you say that you have NSA data, well then, you have my attention, right? That's like what the U.S. government did. So this is a really interesting developing story. This was a massive, massive hack on a third-party data center, basically called Snowflake. I'm like almost certain this was the AT&T like last fall. Wait, no. AT&T last spring disclosed that they had 77 million records leaked. I believe it was through this Snowflake data breach. Okay, so big companies, Fortune 50 companies. Now we're talking, national U.S. national security type data. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. This to me, like I'm hitting the subscribe button to this story because I want to follow this one. This one's kind of wild. Again, nothing for us to do. As practitioners, this is just interesting, sexy news. This isn't really something that we take action on at our business. And really, like it's third-party risk, right? We need to be mindful of third-party risk, but you cannot reduce all risk. I've been saying a lot the last couple weeks. I've been saying this, but like, here's your choices. Ready? You can either spend, and I'm going to use round numbers just to make it easy and make sense. You can spend $1 million building a data center at your business, or you can spend, I don't know, $200 a month on a subscription to use Snowflake as your back-end data center. One of them you can stand up and start using today for $200. The other one will take 6 months and $1 million. When you bring those two options to an executive team, 99.9% of them are going to choose the data center at $200 a month, right? And the 0.1% is going to choose the build it your own, and then they're going to get fired. And then the next person who takes their job is going to say, we'll do the Snowflake one. So the point is, you can't, like, it's ridiculous to think that you're gonna choose, like, swim against swim against the stream and not use cloud systems, but you inherently accept risk by doing that because of things like this. This is why you need to evaluate your third parties for what their security practices are. And even then, Snowflake probably did have good security. Even then, there's residual risk, okay? There's a reason that people look like they're 95 when they're 22 when they work in this industry. It's a lot to digest and process, right? I mean, look at me. I'm 17. I've been working in InfoSec for a year or 90 days. I'm being playful, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you've got to be comfortable accepting risk. Triple D says hello to the NSA. Very nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's keep going.
RansomHub claims hacks in Texas and Minneapolis. On Monday, the notorious ransomware operation took credit for damaging attacks on the city of Coppell, Texas, and the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board. Coppell reported back in October that Wi-Fi at city facilities was taken down by the attack alongside library services, platforms for permits and inspections, and municipal court operations. And last Wednesday, the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board warned residents that they were attacked by an unknown person or persons. This resulted in a system-wide phone outage, and the board advised residents that any calls requiring park police or Minneapolis police response should be routed to 911. In addition to the Texas and Minnesota incidents, RansomHub also said Monday that it attacked 2 U.S. schools.
Gotta feel good about that, huh, RansomHub? You attacked some schools with some children. Attacked some municipalities. Ugh. It's gross, dude. RansomHub is so really quick. RansomHub is believed to be a rebrand of Knight, like the chess piece Knight ransomware gang. But RansomHub most notably came on the scene like an explosion right in the aftermath of the Change Healthcare. Basically, Black Cat Alfie exited ransomware operations and kind of sold their situation. Sold their book of business, for lack of a better term, to RansomHub, and RansomHub immediately vaulted to like a top 5 ransomware threat actor group. I would say if your information security program is beyond basic, okay, meaning you've got like, I don't know, like say like a 2, like above a 2 even on a NIST cybersecurity framework maturity, or your CIS 18 IG3, then you would want to look at ransomware threat actor TTPs specifically. But the reason I bring it up is because RansomHub is definitely one of those ones that I would do honestly. Like, they get in, they're highly effective, and they cause massive problems, especially if you're responsible for state or local municipality information security, which unfortunately many times the municipalities just have IT people that are also straddled with securing systems. So yeah, if you're a city manager, if you're sitting around the Thanksgiving table this year and someone at your family table is works in I can't even. What are we doing here? I can't. They work in I've just been derailed by Casually Joseph, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. Basically, guys, this is the deal. It's a soft attack surface. K through 12 schools are very much like local municipalities. Oftentimes, they are public schools. They just don't have the resources to commit to properly secure themselves. And for that reason, these threat actors are well aware of it and they go for it. And many times, honestly, these threat actors are Eastern European. They have the mindset, and this is based on interviews I've seen, okay? So it's not like I'm some geopolitical super psychologist or something, okay? But a lot of these Eastern Europeans see Americans as like fat, rich, easy marks, deserving of being targeted, right? The haves and the have-nots. I know it's not true, but that's the perception that these individuals. So like they don't even see it as like a problem. They're like, who cares? The Americans can afford it. Who cares? So unfortunately, that's it is. Oh my God, it's complicated. It's complicated. All right, let's keep going.
And now we'd like to thank today's episode sponsor, ThreatLocker. The zero-day exploits and supply chain attacks keep you up at night? Worry no more. You can harden your security with ThreatLocker. ThreatLocker helps you take a proactive, default-deny approach to cybersecurity and provides a full audit of every action allowed or blocked for risk management and compliance. Onboarding and operation are fully supported by their U.S.-based support team. To learn more about how ThreatLocker can keep your organization running efficiently and protected from ransomware, visit threatlocker.com. That's THREATLOCKER.com.
All right, let's do this. I hope everyone's getting a good time, having a good time, enjoying the show. First time, long time. What is this? Oh, okay. First time, long time, every time. LinkedIn, YouTube. I hope you're all having a good time. I am trying to make the OBS look cool. Obviously, we're dealing with a lot of challenges, but we will survive. All right? So check it out. If you're getting value from the stream, do me a favor. Hit the like button on YouTube. It goes a long way to help trigger the algorithm to get other people in the community, or at least to discover us. Good morning, Nicole. Hey, Clifton Reed. Hey, Vaughn Powell. Triple D Swims with Sharks. Justin Rower. Gliz86. Yes, sir. Sean Kelly. Luke Johnson on the reg. Good to see you, Luke. So Luke Johnson, I would say YouTube chat's better than Discord only during the streams, just because I put the YouTube chat on the screen. Guys, I want to say shout out and thanks to the stream sponsors, Barricade Cyber, ThreatLocker, and Antisyphon Training. Now, I don't know if Daniel Lowry, Kathy Chambers, and Zach Hill are taking it easy this week and not showing up for the streams, but they are Antisyphon, and if the people that can make up the business represent what the business is, then Antisyphon Training is an amazing business. Zach Hill, Kathy Chambers, Daniel Lowry, all wonderful people. Let's get 30 seconds to them. And when we come back, we'll do our la-la-la-las. High-quality cybersecurity education, regardless of financial position. Check this out. I want to give some love and some praise to Antisyphon Training, powered by Black Hills Information Security. Antisyphon Training is absolutely disrupting the traditional cybersecurity training industry by providing high-quality, cutting-edge education to everyone, regardless of financial position. They bring industry professionals with years and years of experience into the classroom to teach you and anyone else who's interested practical skills that are in demand in the market today. And on top of that, the student experience is amazing, as you and hundreds or thousands in some instances of other students are actively engaging, networking, sharing tips, tricks, and experiences with each other, all live in the classroom. Go to antisyphontraining.com, check out their course calendar to see what courses they have coming up next. You won't regret it. Yes, sir. Oh, Kathy Chambers, new logo. That produced video could be difficult to update with a new logo. So yeah, send the new logo. We'll take a look at it, and let's get our let's get our la-la-las on, shall we? Thank you all for being here. I know this week is slow. You didn't want to get up this morning, but you're here. Let's do it. Alpha Sierra leads the la-la-la-las, please. Hey, Mariana Albright, let's go. All right. Interesting. Some people are saying they don't like the look of OBS. We'll have to dig into that during JAWJACKING. Lazaro with the super chat.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Just wanted to wish you and your family and the rest of the Simply Cyber community a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all you do, good sir. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Lazaro. All right. Let's finish strong. We got JAWJACKING coming up. We got some good times. Tomorrow we're off. We're off tomorrow. So we want to... One second. All right, hold on. Let's keep going. Too much going on.
Salt Typhoon bolsters arsenal with Ghost Spider. A new report from Trend Micro has revealed that the Chinese advanced persistent threat actor Salt Typhoon recently debuted a fresh backdoor dubbed Ghost Spider. According to Trend Micro, Ghost Spider is a highly modular backdoor adjustable for any particular attack scenario. Salt Typhoon has been spying on high-value government and telecom organizations for several years. Two campaigns highlighted in the report target the Taiwanese government and chemical producers using malware called Demodex and SnappyBee, and a long-term espionage against Southeast Asian telecom and government networks employing Ghost Spider and Demodex.
All right, so we've been talking about this for a few weeks. Salt Typhoon, advanced threat actor, definitely dropping the hold on, I'm trying to do like production stuff right now. The advanced persistent threat pairing with Volt Typhoon, a separate Chinese-based advanced persistent threat, to basically infiltrate and establish persistence on all sorts of United States critical infrastructure. This one, they're targeting the telcos like your AT&Ts and Verizons with the capability to observe and grab telemetry. They could disrupt from an availability perspective. There was instances that it would suggest that they were somehow touching in some way Trump and JD Vance's phones or the people in their circles' phones. Again, I don't know if they had the ability to eavesdrop on those conversations. I wouldn't think so, honestly, but you know, who am I? Let me see really quickly. It's like starting to get hot in here. And now they have this Ghost Spider malware that's been discovered. When I see this, I get excited, okay? The reason I'm excited is because if we are reporting the Ghost Spider malware is there, that means that defenders and security operations analysts know about it. And if you know about it, that means you can go threat hunting for it, correct? All right. So, great work, Trend Micro, doing the research here, the security research on discovering this Ghost Spider in this Linux backdoor named Masol Rat, which is a rootkit. Okay, we got an infographic here. Hold on. I use it because I wanted to use it, but really this isn't. This is kind of complicated. So they have different public reports, and they're basically aligning in telemetry and information to identify commonalities being used. So Salt Typhoon, also called Earth Estuaries. Okay, so here, look at the story if you can. Right here on the red, if you can't see it on stream because it's too small, the title on the red box says Earth Estuaries Reports. When I saw that, I was like, what the heck is an Earth Estuary report? Whatever. Noted, moving on. Then they say here, Salt Typhoon, aka Earth Estuaries. So it's very common for threat actors to have multiple names. It's just because different security research teams have done the attribution, and they have their own naming conventions. So this guy is literally called Salt Typhoon, which is Microsoft's naming convention. Earth Estuaries, Ghost Emperor, UNC 2286, which they're all the same group, okay? Let's see. They breach government entities, telecoms. This is the crazy part. U.S. authorities confirmed Salt Typhoon was behind successful breaches in the U.S. Okay, so like not allegedly, not highly likely, confirmed. Yet we still... It's just crazy to me that this isn't considered any type of aggression against the United States by a foreign entity. They're literally attacking government. It's not even a private business anymore. They're straight up attacking government entities. The U.S. authorities have confirmed it. What are we doing here? Again, I'm the last person. I don't want to go to war. I don't want my kids to get conscripted into any type of, or drafted. It's funny, draft sounds better than conscripted, but it's the same thing, right? Like, I don't want my kids to go to war, but like, at the same time, what are we doing here? Like, can we do something more diplomatic in response to say, like, don't do that anymore? You can see here on the impact, Salt Typhoon managed to tap into private communications through court-ordered wiretapping requests. Not that they asked for court-order wiretapping, but they used the same infrastructure that was put in place, which means they could hear very sensitive conversations of U.S. federal leaders, which is right on brand for China's espionage needs. Believe me, China's Salt Typhoon capability and all of these remote access Trojans and malware pieces that are being deployed, they're not being deployed so they can like steal your nudes when you're texting them to your like, you know, your lover or whatever, right? Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, whatever. Like, they're not doing it for that. Okay. They're not doing it so they can inject some malvertising and get $1 per click, right? Like, this is straight up national security level espionage, making chess moves. This is like 4D chess. Okay. They don't want you to king their checker piece. They are making moves like a snake in the grass. Okay. So having said all that, obviously, because there's only one internet, it's a battlefield essentially, and private sector industry like AT&T and Verizon can be caught up in the crosshairs because high-ranking individuals in the U.S. federal government will use the same infrastructure. Same with AWS and Microsoft 365. Yes, Microsoft has their Gov Cloud, which is like where the government's work is supposed to be stored, but that doesn't mean a threat actor can't attack Microsoft's data centers to get into the Gov Cloud. The Gov Cloud is just segmented. It's not like it's a different impossible security. It's a lot of the same controls. And if you can break in, you can break in. All right. So this is a major news story. Like, this continues to be a major news story.
New attack uses rogue VPN servers to install malicious updates. On Tuesday, security researchers from Amberwolf detailed a delicious-sounding set of vulnerabilities dubbed NachoVPN that allows rogue VPN servers to install malicious updates. Threat actors are using malicious websites and social engineering tactics to trick victims into connecting their unpatched SonicWall net extender and Palo Alto Networks Global Protect VPN clients to attacker-controlled VPN servers. From there, the miscreants use the rogue VPN endpoints to steal victims' login credentials, execute arbitrary code with elevated privileges, install malicious software, and launch code signing forgery or man-in-the-middle attacks by installing malicious root certificates. SonicWall released patches to address the net extender vulnerability back in July, while Palo Alto Networks released security updates for the Global Protect flaw yesterday.
All right.
RomCom.
All right. So here we go. This is a good one. Nacho cheese. All right, here we go. Yep. All right. We're going to do this. The mods are bringing in. And for you youngs, this is Beavis and Butthead. Just wait a couple years. Like, I'm sure it'll become cool again. This was like basically Adult Swim before Adult Swim was Adult Swim. Okay. So NachoVPN, here we go. Oh, Beavis and Butthead is cool again? I didn't realize that. It's come back already? Huh. Is Eon Flux going to make a comeback? All right, let's get to the news and we can talk all this stuff at JAWJACKING. So here's the deal. You might be like, wait a minute. How am I going to get people to connect to rogue VPNs? Okay, here is the deal. Looking for a graphic to see if they have one. I don't see any. Okay. This is a really cool piece of security research. Shout out to the researchers who did this. Here is the deal. There are, when you do a, hold on, let me, when you connect to your corporate network over VPN, or you connect to your Proton VPN when you are a, at a Starbucks or whatever, remember, there is the VPN server that is on the network you want to connect to, and then you have a client on your laptop or workstation or iPhone or whatever. The client is a piece of software. The server is a piece of software, and they're configured to speak to each other and establish a connection and pass packets and all that other stuff. All right, great. This attack right here, the vulnerability is with the client. I guess these Palo Alto SSL VPN clients, and I think maybe Sonic Wall. Those two, Sonic Wall and Palo Alto, really have nothing to do with each other. It must be some type of library that they're both using in their software packages that's vulnerable. Anyways, those two are vulnerable. Now, the threat actors are not replacing the server, the VPN server, with a malicious one, and people connect and they take over. They are setting up another VPN server over here that they control. So now we've got two VPN servers, the legit corporate one and the malicious controlled one. Then they're using social engineering and phishing techniques to probably, email or communicate some way with a victim and telling the victim they have to do something. Oh, you got to connect to the VPN to receive a patch, or we're doing routine maintenance and you have to connect to the VPN or you're going to lose internet connectivity, whatever it is. Here's some softball request to connect to the VPN. And a victim, Carl doesn't know any better. Carl's like, all right, like whatever. I'm trying to get this work done before I punch out for a 4-day weekend, right? So when you connect, now you connect into the malicious control VPN server, and this is where the attack begins. Because I guess there's a vulnerability on the client side that once you make that connection, they're able to exploit that vulnerability and install malware effectively on your box, and now you're pwned. And at that point, when you disconnect and connect to the correct VPN server, well, now you've got a compromised asset in your environment. What I would say for everybody in chat, if you run Palo Alto or Sonic Wall SSL VPN clients for your business or organization, I would absolutely make sure, number one, that you patch those VPN clients. You gotta patch it. Number two, you might want to send a message out to your workforce. Hey, workforce, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the long weekend. Reminder, like, you'll never be asked to connect to the VPN, like whatever, like you'll never be asked to connect to the VPN, or if you're ever asked by IT to do something, you make sure to validate the requester. You'll only ever get a request through ServiceNow tickets, or, the banner at the top of the email will if it says, bright yellow highlight, this came from an external sender, that means it didn't come from IT. Whatever your solution is for your organization, you need to clearly communicate to your end user workforce in a non-technical way that this, like, basically you're trying to reduce the risk of the victim falling for it. Even if the threat actor gets all the way to setting up the malicious infrastructure, getting an email into the inbox of the victim, and you haven't patched their clients yet, you still have a chance. One final step, and that's the end user, the human wall, the layer 8 security control. Let's go.
APT mounts zero-click browser escapes. The Russia-aligned threat actor known as RomCom has been exploiting two zero-day security flaws, one in the Firefox browser and the other in Microsoft Windows, as part of attacks designed to deliver a remote access Trojan on victim systems. The Firefox bug is a 9.8 severity used after free vulnerability in Firefox's animation component and was patched by Mozilla in October. The Microsoft issue is an 8.8 severity privilege escalation vulnerability in Windows Task Scheduler and was patched by Microsoft this month. Researchers said, quote, if a victim browses a web page containing the exploit, an adversary can run arbitrary code without user interaction required, end quote.
All right. All right, so super straightforward. Patch your Firefox.
You gotta patch it.
The interesting thing here is if you just browse to the web page, you can be exploited. That's what 0-click means. When you see, well, it says 0 day in the story, but 0 day means well, hold on. 0 day means no patch. Hold on. Okay, so check it out. I'm going to take a little bit of editorial here. November 26, 2024 is the story. They say RomCom exploits 0-day Firefox. The patch that is being exploited was patched in October of 2024. Guys, 0 day. I hate to be such a nerd, okay? This is like an academic thing, but 0 day means a very specific thing in our industry. This is not a 0 day. If anything, this is like they would call it an end day exploit, but really it's like a 57-day. RomCom exploits 57-day Firefox and Windows flaw. All right. Like, again, I hate to be such a nerd about it, but like the words have meaning. You can't just, you just can't say 0 day because it's a sexier title. Like, that's not true. Now, if they had said RomCom exploits 0-click Firefox and Windows flaw, now we're cooking, baby. Now we're cooking. Anita Sailors, a 0 day means that there's 0 days between when the weakness gets publicly disclosed and the security company has had the software company has had a chance to fix it. So typically a 0 day, not typically, a 0 day almost always means that there's no patch available because the vendor, the software provider, has had 0 days to prepare for this. That's why we use responsible disclosure by security researchers to give software companies 30, 60, 90 days in order to develop a patch, test it, get it out, and then you publicly disclose the vulnerability because the patch is already out there. Okay? A 0 day is when it just like explodes. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. The Progress Software Move It breach that Clop ransomware exploited, super famous attack, happened last year. If you just Google Move It Clop, you'll come up with it. That was a 0 day. It was a gross thing. They only knew about it when Clop ransomware started wholesale exfilling everyone's data, and people were like, holy Jesus, what the hell? And then they found out, and then Progress had to figure out what the problem was, how to fix it, patch it, and then send the patches out. Okay, so this is a 0-click. 0 clicks equally scary. 0-click means you just happen to go to the web page and you're exploited. Like, you don't have to click on anything. You don't have to log in. You don't have to be tricked into running macros, nothing. 0-click means you're screwed, which is why it's highly desirable from a weapon perspective and why Pegasus, NSO Group's Pegasus spyware is so hot.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Because Pegasus is 0-click. Like, they basically send you a text message and they own your phone. You can't stop it. You can't do anything. All right. So anyways, if you're running Firefox, patch it. I'll tell you personally, I have Firefox on my machine. It's not my daily driver. I have it as like a backup browser. I have that in Brave on my machine as my backup browsers in case I'm, needing to troubleshoot or whatever. That's that.
Miss out on Black Friday deals for your favorite.
All righty, here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? I would do I would play Tribe Called Quest right now, but as many of you know, I get copyright strikes every single day. I think when I play De La Soul or Tribe, I don't get just copyright requests. They remove the video. So all right. Hey, someone get Nick Barker on the phone. It's 9 a.m. exactly, top of the hour. We ran a perfect show today, minus the minus the technical difficulties, me plowing an apple fritter into my pie hole, and all the other things, guys. We've got a live video dropping at 9:30 a.m. So in half an hour, this video is dropping live on Simply Cyber's YouTube channel. If you don't recognize this guy right here is Auger. He is a security researcher at Safe Breach. He's like 25. He's got multiple like high CVEs under his name. He's presented his research at Black Hat and DEF CON. Those are like dream vision board goals of mine, and he's done them before he's 25. He's been on Simply Cyber before as a guest. He's incredibly interesting. He's Israeli based and lives in Israel. This interview was filmed in early August 2024. So this was before the Palestine-Israel conflict. But there's some interesting things he says in here about protecting his family and his loved ones and everything. So if you want, I hope you can join us. This guy is a really, really impressive individual and a rising star in the cybersecurity industry. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to do some jaw jacking, y'all. I hope you're excited. I certainly am. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. If you got value from the stream, high five a friend. Otherwise, stay tuned for jaw jacking, where we're going to spend about 30 minutes digging in, answering all your questions, mentoring at scale. We got DJ BSEC behind the glass. I'm Jerry. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you can stay with us for jaw jacking. Cybersecurity. Join us every weekday for JAWJACKING, where industry experts answer your burning questions about the cybersecurity field. Live, unfiltered, and totally free. Let's level up together. It's time for some JAWJACKING. I made one critical error. Hold on, I made one critical error. I forgot to set the audio up. So we use a DJI wireless mics to be able to do jaw jacking in the full studio over here, which I'm ham fisting this into the operation because I want to use this whole studio. All right, so we've got receiver. Let's see if we can get test. Okay, cool. Here we go. It's about to get down. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Get the GRC Mafia in full effect. Kathy Chambers, look at me. I'm a real boy with a real studio and real production. All right, so check this out. Here we go. Let's see. Test. Yep. Okay, I think that's good. Mod team, if you can. Mod team, if you can, let me know if you can hear me. I'll be doing this right now. We got the GRC Mafia shirt on. There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jaw Jacking. I got the mod chat up. DJ BSEC, I cannot see you behind the glass. Okay. I think, guys, so I just turned 45. Real quick editorial. I think I need glasses, and I refuse to get glasses. Not for any reason. I don't think glasses aren't cool. I wear glasses as a joke all the time. I'll put them on right now. But I don't know. It's like I don't want to have to deal with it. All right, Kathy Chambers, I love it. Glad you're testing those DJIs out. I'm thinking about getting one myself. These mics are awesome. I have the wireless Rode 2 Go's, and I don't even use them. They're like my backups. This is awesome. Brent, I hope it's on. Test. Yeah, it looks like it's on. All right. So what's up, guys? Hey, really quickly, we see in chat right now, Brent B. He goes by Code Brew. I want you to know, if you go to the Simply CyberCon Discord server, Brent actually made a full video walkthrough of the Simply CyberCon 2024 CTF challenge. I watched the video last night. He does a phenomenal job. And Brent, I didn't tell you this, but you did a phenomenal job, because not only does he show you how to solve it, but he's already solved it, right? So he doesn't just take the immediate path. I love this about his video. He doesn't just immediately go flag 1, flag 2. Like, he gets to where he's going. He explains some techniques that he used that did not generate information or work for him, but he doesn't show you, right? It's not like he's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and try an Nmap scan. Oh, looks like Nmap didn't find anything. So like, if there's a path he took that didn't deliver any type of value or help advance the CTF, he tells you what he did, but then he doesn't show you. So it's both informative, so you realize that those are opportunities that you yourself may have pursued fruitlessly, but he doesn't waste your time by showing you dead ends. I loved it. All right. Anita Saylor, who should tell Doc Jerry that his glasses aren't glare proof? Okay. All right. There we go. Let's go. All right. So DJ BSEC, I think we're getting sound from your Shure mic. Sound like you're in a tunnel. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let's do this. It's too bad because I was just heaping tons of praise onto how's this? Is this better? All right, how's that? Is that better? Let me know. We'll figure it out. Unfortunately, my mic selections, none of them say Rode 2 wireless. Oh, that's worse. Okay. I feel like it's got to be this one. I feel like it's got to be this one, guys. Hold on. It says it sounds like I'm in a tunnel, but like, listen, this is how the Gen Alpha people do it, right? Is this right? Is this what you want? Okay, you know what we can do? Let's do this, all right? I can't do this. I know Gen Alpha does this. I'm not doing that. Volume's louder, but the quality's not as good. Much better. This one's good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set you guys up, okay? You get to see how the sausage is made here. Oh. All right. Watch this. All right. Now, how's that? You get all the benefit of the microphone and you get none of the popping of the P's. How's that? How's that? Is that good? How's that? No sausages were harmed in the making of this video. All right, so let's know. And I want to answer questions, not just have you guys watch me fumble around my studio. All right, what do we got? Appreciate all of you. So this is one reason, like one of many reasons I love the Simply Cyber community. I'm granted grace by all of you in order to get it right, even while live. Okay. Get a bigger boom for your mic, Jerry. Yeah. If you got any questions, put them in chat. We'll definitely look at it. And if you guys didn't hear me earlier, what I was saying was Code Brew made a really amazing CTF video, and I recommend you go check it out. Also got to meet Code Brew in real life at Simply CyberCon, him and his wife, Chelsea. Simply CyberCon is a family-friendly event. I brought my wife and children, myself. Craziest cyber scenario I've ever been in, the Joyster. So check this out. I never signed an NDA or anything. So, but we were doing a massive merger, lots of prep work going into connecting the two networks. Okay. So without getting too nerdy, when you merge two businesses, they both have their own network, right? But we wanted the acquired company's network to go through our front door, basically out to the internet. So we had to connect the networks. We connected the networks, and within like 30 seconds, we started seeing basically endpoints hammering away on our on assets on our side. Essentially, there was a compromised asset or assets in the acquired company. And by the way, when you buy a company and it's got compromised assets, guess what? You get compromised assets too. It's not like you can be like, oh, wait a minute, this is a problem, we're going to back up. No. Like the wheels are fully in motion. So we join, and like basically it's hammering away. Now the immediate knee-jerk reaction is to disconnect the network, like basically reverse it to get back to a known good state and figure out what's going on. The problem was the internet was now cut off of the acquired company because the remember, the internet's supposed to go through our front door so we can monitor it and have our security controls and stuff. So when you cut it off or reverse it, you don't turn the internet back on. So now the acquired company essentially has no internet. That's a problem, right? Obviously, right? So to compound that, there was a third party service that was providing in real time very, very mission critical services, and it wasn't a necessarily all the time kind of service, but within, I don't know, half an hour of shutting it down, that need, which had a human patient, a human life safety component to it, presented itself, and they needed internet now, right? So it was very stressful. No one got hurt, right? Obviously, like the network went back up. That asset got discovered in quarantine and isolated and all the other things, and everything was fine. And by the end of the weekend, the networks were joined and everything was hunky dory. But it was pretty sweaty for a minute there. The camera I use Sony A6400s exclusively. Kyle says, any recommendations for learning how to function like a CISO? I'm like a assistant to the CISO or CISO junior one-man shop. Kyle, for me, I guess what I would say is, you can attend like CISO summits, right? So there's certain conferences and workshops and stuff that's designed for CISOs to go to. So start, basically, this is an oversimplification, but like act like the job that you want, right? So go run with CISOs and do those things. You definitely want to understand information security programmatically, right? So GRC Mafia, as the shirt says, you definitely want to understand programs, understand metrics, understand how to communicate to the business. I'm telling you, really soft skills is super important. And remember, like, I hate to say this part, but this is really true too, even though I try to not run in these circles, is you have to like play the politics game, right? Unfortunately. So this is another, like, this is like a subgenre of CISO work that I don't like and no one talks about really. But like, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, right? So, the whoever's in charge of infrastructure, they have a budget, they want money. Whoever's in charge of data, they want money. Whoever's in charge of applications, they want money. And you, as information security, you want money, right? And I'm not talking about salary, I'm talking about budget to fund your programs. And then it turns into, well, how can you make a compelling offer or a compelling case on why we should give you money versus them money? Sometimes they'll be like, oh, we'll take money away from you in order to give to them because they have a bigger need. They'll be like taking your people, right? Oh, we're going to move 3 people off your team under infrastructure because they're really more like Linux administrators anyways. Or like, I'll give you another perfect example, firewalls, right? Firewalls and the management of firewalls might be under your information security team's control. But then they're like, oh, that's really more of an infrastructure thing. So we're going to take that. And when they take that, they get the manpower or the person power. They get the budget associated with that. And it really turns into one of these games. So anyways, that's a long way to say, like, you need to be strategic with what you share and what you say and how you say it and who you say it to and everything like that. Again, I know that's not really like, I don't know, like whatever. It's one of those things that like people just don't talk about. Okay. Man on the street. What are we going to do, guys? I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm bringing this to you. Let's go. Do you listen and watch any of the CISO series podcasts? They will teach you how to think like a CISO. There you go. Marcus Kyler giving some tips. Raihan Rafi. Hello, I'm from Indonesia. Well, welcome to the party, pal. I ask about malware in JavaScript. It's possible to learn JavaScript for reversing malware. Sure. Go for it. Yeah. I mean, you can learn JavaScript, obviously. You can download malware from Malware Bazaar or abuse.ch and analyze it, look at it. For sure, you can do that. Just be careful when you're handling malware. Oh, you got a bunch of pin questions. Can you just hold on? BSEC, can you just put them on screen? Like I can't. Like my laptop's here. I can't. Hold on one second. Let's see. BSEC's behind the glass. We're actually trying to work through a way that I can see this. So I'm watching it in real time, BSEC. So, all right. So I can see him across the room. Hey, Jerry guy, what's your daily driver for a browser? So I use Google Chrome. I'm a Chrome user. I fully given into the Google mothership. You know what I mean? Google Workspace, Calendar, federated authentication. So yeah, Google Chrome. And I guess if I need a backup one, I do use Firefox. All right. When it comes to identity management, how would you extend the enforcement of consistent security policies to disconnected apps? Apps that don't support single sign-on. When it comes to identity management, how would you So, I mean, if you can, I mean, that's what like MDM and, Intune and stuff like that, you can set up, and there might be specific examples that people can drop in chat. There are tools that you can use that will essentially, what's the word I'm looking for? Do like device profiling on a system. And that way, when it's not connected, you can still see what's going on. Yes, there's CASBs, cloud access security brokers, another technology. Basically, you need to get some type of profile or agent on the endpoint. So then the checking is being done there. And it's basically like, an extension of your information security program. It's like a little tiny Smurf on the endpoint doing information security's work. I hope that helps. All right. So I've got it set up now where I can see the questions. Luke doesn't like Chrome. Okay. Luke, let me know. Brave's a great browser also as well. So I can see these questions as they come up. What happens December for the cybersecurity world as a whole? Traditionally in December, things slow down, right? You got to remember, in December, a lot of people take time off. Which means there's less users on your network, which means there's less email flying around. So everything kind of like quiets down a bit. That's from the corporate side. As a community side, advent of cyber, thank you, DJ BSEC. The Try Hack Me advent of cyber, if you go to tryhackme.com/Christmas, you'll see it. And it's actually a lot of fun, Anita. Basically, it's a challenge a day. You can have any level of experience because they'll walk you through the challenges every day. You'll learn reversing, malware analysis. I've made 2, and they have content creators making videos for each of the days. I don't want to give anything away about my videos, but I will say one of the videos that I did, one of the challenges, is really inside my wheelhouse. And one of them, it has to do with offensive security. And even though I'm a nerd, I can do some offensive security stuff. I'm no Tyler Ramsby, but I can catch a shell if I need to. So go check that out. Plus, I want to tell you, Try Hack Me actually has $100,000 in prizes this year. It's insane. I showed my kids that. They're like, "Can we do it?" I'm like, "Yeah." The over-under, my wife and I have an over-under for the boys for number of days that they're going to do it. The over-under is 0.5. So, DJ BSEC, what happened to the Wild West Hackin' Fest behind the scenes video? Great question, DJ BSEC. So, I am making a documentary on Wild West Hackin' Fest. I filmed a ton while I was there, interviewed people. I did some interviews after I got back. All that information's there. I have all the raw video. I just haven't had a chance to sit down. And if you guys want to know my workflows and processes, basically, you can't just take a bunch of video content and just puke it onto a screen and then expect it to be good. Like, you have to weave a story into it. And honestly, the story is going to be following DJ BSEC and parts of Justin Gold. I got more video content from DJ BSEC, but it's going to follow them and their experiences as newcomers to Wild West Hackin' Fest. But we are going to touch on the parties and the talks and the community events like bull riding and chess, a night of chess and magic, and so Simply Cyber's community meetup and stuff like that. So it's good. Did you get John Strand? No, Steve. Actually, I have a really, really funny story. So I do need to interview John, obviously, for the documentary. I sent him. So this is kind of funny. I sent him a Calendly to sign up time with me, and he didn't do anything with it. And then, like, I don't know, like a month later or something like that, I got a note that John scheduled a meeting with me. So I emailed him. I'm like, John, what do you want to meet about? No reply. John doesn't always reply. So we get on the phone and like we just basically ham and egg it for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I'm like, so John, like, what did you want to talk to me about, man? And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, you called this meeting. I'm like, no, you called this meeting. And he's like, no, you called this meeting. So we just like bust up laughing. We spend like another 5 minutes talking, and then we called it. But like literally, we both thought the other person wanted to meet. We had a nice little visit, but it was good. Okay, so what other questions we got? I saw some come on screen then disappear. Which leads to why Android was created? Track user activity. Yeah, Luke, definitely. Spinnerbait, what's the dashboard that we see on the TV from time to time? Haven't seen in it a little bit and didn't ask last time I saw it. The dashboard on this TV, I'm not sure. If it's the green one, maybe it's just a screensaver. Zach Morrison, how do we create a GitHub account and attach projects to it? Oh, bro, go to github.com and just, create a new account. And once you create the account, you can create a repository and you just start putting files in it. You don't even have to use code. You can store markdown language in there, PDFs, resources, anything. Just go to github.com and create an account. All right. Yeah, Make John Smiles got a Run CMD sticker. Absolutely. How can I get one of those dope GRC Mafia shirts? Go to simplycyber.io/merch. Space Tacos. It's it's on the store right now. Let's see what else we got. Haircut Fish says, end of last year, beginning of this year, you mentioned a video series of doing an audit on a company. Is that still happening? Okay, so this was part of the Enterprise Risk Assessment Masterclass. Just so everyone knows, and to be crystal clear, my school, the Simply Cyber Academy, you can go to academy.simplycyber.io if you want to see it. That school will be exclusively GRC training. I don't want a pen testing, course in there. I don't want any of that. Like when you think of getting GRC training, I want you to think of Simply Cyber Academy. Now, I'm going to do an enterprise risk assessment. That is a very senior level skill. And I was going to do a very interactive one. Rhonda Rummerfield, who's in chat, she was going to follow me as kind of like the junior analyst, almost like the avatar of the student. Now, Dan, that work, I have a business all lined up for me to assess. That work is pending, but I actually asked the community. I did a poll. Do you want me to do the vulnerability management analyst class first or this class? I don't scale very well, so I can only do one at a time. And there was an overwhelming push for the vulnerability management analyst class. I've got all the slides and everything done for that class. I just need to hit record. So the answer is yes. That class is in the queue and it will be done. It's just not, it's not the next class I'm going to do. Good question. All right. So Abdul says, got a second round interview for a cyber risk assessor role next week. Super excited. Do you have any tips or ideas on what I should focus on to prepare? Yeah, you should focus on, well, so Abdul, I have videos on Simply Cyber YouTube channel specifically one with Erica McDuffie on how to ace a GRC cybersecurity interview. I have another interview on a video on how to crush a SOC analyst interview, which actually has some like general stuff in there. As far as risk assessor stuff goes, Abdul, what I would say is go check out NIST 800-30. That's exactly how to do a risk assessment. Read appendixes like D, E, and J, I think, which explains like the likelihoods and the impacts and how to calculate that. I have a video on my channel, like everything you need to know about a risk assessment. Go watch that video. I swear to God, I made that video like 3 years ago. It still slaps. It's right. If you can explain soup to nuts, start to finish, how to do a risk assessment, I think you'll crush the job. All right. David B says, it's been a year and a half at my GRC job. I hope to be promoted by the end of the year and will be a senior associate. Very cool. I want to ask you, if I stay another year and a half, what next? Well, I mean, obviously when you switch jobs, you get more money, more responsibility. It depends what you want to do, David. I mean, you could switch to a competitor company, right? So like go from Booz Allen to Deloitte, get a higher pay salary, do the same type of work. You could do that. If you wanted to start focusing in on risk, it depends. Is your goal to become a CISO? If your goal is to become a CISO, start leaning into more of the planning and the programmatic stuff. Ask the CISO if you can help them. Yes, we're out at the bottom of the hour because we've got the video feed. If I don't know if mods, if you want to pull it up, if you go to simplycyber.io/streams, the YouTube channel, it's a 9:30 video with Auger. We're going to rate it together. Yeah, Anita, I love NIST. That's why there's an emote in the squad tray. I love NIST. I love what NIST does. I'm all about some NIST. Fun fact, I interviewed with NIST, but I didn't get the job, which is understandable because I got into like a verbal fight with the person who wrote 837. But I mean, it's fine. I didn't really care. I mean, not that I didn't care. I felt strongly about my opinions and I wanted to share them. All right, guys, 60 seconds until Auger. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see. Can we do this? All right, let's do it. Hold on. Whoop. All right, guys. So we're going to be doing this video right here with Auger. I'm going to drop a link in chat. Let's see. We're going to do it. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So let's raid this together. Guys, what an absolute super fun time. Thank you all so very much. Let me pin this. We're going to be doing this video with Auger in a hot minute. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thanks to the mod team for helping. Thanks DJ BSEC behind the glass for throwing the questions up and just making this a great experience. I love the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief. I love jawjacking, and I absolutely love spending mornings with you so very much, Simply Cyber community. So hashtag Team SC. Let's go raid the Auger video. Enjoy that. I'll be in chat. And until next time, no show tomorrow. Tomorrow we're off. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you have a great dinner, great meal, no fights with family. And we'll be back Friday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, right back at it, getting it done. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. Until next time, y'all, stay secure.